Hello and welcome to Quadzilla's first vlog. We are going to keep you updated with our trials and tribulations of the season so you can keep updated. So somehow I managed to get roped into racing at Western 2018 when we sponsored the event, which was a mixed bag, starting from last, having 3 tyres come off the bead and eventually finishing in around 120th. So not a great result, but great to finish the event. On to Skegness 2018, which was a very good race for me. We had no problems, cruised all the way into the end and finished a respectable 14th place overall, so very pleased with that. And then I was bitten by the racing bug again. And we decided to go for the Dragon Enduro series, which for those who don't know is a 2.5 hour event run across different places, anywhere from farms, quarries, or any different places, so you have lots of different terrains. And in my first event, on the first lap, I decided to do this. So, as you can see, I ran out of talent on the first straight, toppling over and actually fracturing my wrist. On our return to the Dragon series, we had some mixed bag results, 3rd and a 2nd of the highlights, and then a couple of lower results, including a mud race which we managed to completely block up the front, and in which we've learned since to do a better job to keep out the mud. Sand racing, which we've done, we had one at Barmouth, which we had an okay result, just a bit of testing, just a bit of running in, and then it's on to the big one, which of course is Western. So Western 2019, we were a lot more prepared, a lot more ready for what we have out there. Started on the front row, actually got up to 5th overall and 3rd in class, so very, very good running. Then after an hour and 50 minutes when I decided to pit, cleaned all the front end out, the guys did a great job on the pit stop. And then I decided I was going to push it a little bit harder than I should have done, and came up with, had an argument with a dune basically. As you can see, I was pretty distraught and ended up bending a bottom A-arm, causing me to retire, to which I could have possibly cried. And then onwards to Skegness. So we got a very good start, 5th place overall, 5th place in the first lap, and then after that it all went downhill, digging myself out of a hole, as you can see, which isn't very fun after you've been flying around for a good 20 minutes. And then the following lap, I decided to come up and out of the seat over a dune and break the throttle housing. So fitted an aftermarket throttle housing, which broke, fantastic. And just continued to circulate. So as you can see from the video, I had to pull the cable in order to get to the finish because I did not want another DNF. So that's as far as we've come on the was 850 and now 1000. And yeah, so it's the start of 2020 season in a week's time, in the first round of the Dragon Enduro. So we'll keep you updated. We have a little bit of work to do, as you can see. So really best get on. I'd like to thank some of the people that are involved in the project. So Flex Bars, who produce the best bars out there with the shock absorbers on them. Motul for filling all the lubricants, filling the engine full of the good stuff. Shane Watson, who helps me with the graphics. There's the waterless coolant that we run because there's nothing better that you can have in the radiator. Derek at ATV Developments, #1 in the UK for his mapping skills, because no one else has touched these things, so I would definitely recommend getting down to him. Thanks to Dirt Wars for always getting me some rad graphics. They're pretty sick, and as you can see, he does some different designs. Thanks to some of the personal guys. So there's Jake at the gym in Horncastle, I'd highly recommend, looks after me, and Ash, AST Therapy, who always looks after my back, because if anyone else is the same as me, they struggle with it. Keep up to date on our YouTube page, our Facebook and Instagram, where we'll be posting plenty of pictures, plenty of updates, and you can see how we're getting on.